It is a beautiful day here in Waterbury, Connecticut as we welcome you to Municipal Stadium. On this Saturday afternoon, it is the home opener for your post-University Eagles. Coming into this one at 7-11 overall, 3-8 on the road, 4-3 at neutral sites. As we welcome you inside to the broadcast booth, Griffin Cass on hand. So glad you are with us on this Saturday afternoon, a beautiful Saturday here in the middle of March. Today's opponent is Southern New Hampshire University, the Penmen. They are in town for the first game of a three-game set. We got a doubleheader for you here today, and then tomorrow we will wrap up the three-game set at 1 o'clock. The Penmen, they come into this one at 9-7 overall, 3-1 on the road. Yeah, and Eagles, they have played 18 games before having their home opener. And we will start this one off with a three-game series against SNHU. Head coach for the Eagles, it is Ryan Skold. In his fifth season, head coach for the Penmen, it is Chris Shank. In his second season, on the mound here for the Eagles is Jack Martineau, who has pitched 16.1 innings this year with a 2.76 ERA. As we are ready to rock and roll. So glad you're with us here on the CACC network. First pitch on its way, and it's a swing and a miss. Let's set the field here for the Eagles. Out in left field, we'll start with the outfield. DJ Karen, in center, Danny Gill, and in right, Michael Pavelchak. And in the infield, Evan Cornwell is at shortstop. At third base, Justin Rivera. At second base, John Onofrio. And at first base, it is Chris Corchado. Behind the dish for the Eagles, Jimmy Brennan. Again, Jack Martineau on the mound here for the Eagles, getting the nod in the first game of the doubleheader. Fastball misses outside right there. This is Jake Reisdorf, the right fielder, leading things off for SNHU. Swings and misses at that one. Foul tipped that into the glove of Brennan. Reisdorf making his 12th start of the season in his 12th game played. And he draws a walk to start this one. So here's the shortstop, Dyronson Woders, hitting .345 on the year, 58 at-bats, 20 hits coming into this one. Woders is a sophomore. Takes that fastball right down Broadway. Coming out of Martineau's glove pretty well, even though he walked the first batter. Got some nice zip on his fastball here to start. Checks in on Reisdorf at first base. Martineau is a freshman, 6'1", 205 pounds, a Connecticut native from North Haven. And that's sliced into center field. That will drop for a base hit. And the Penmen, they have something going here in the top of the first. 2 runners on, no outs. So here's the best hitter on the year for the Penmen. Batting third today, he's going to be playing center field. Harry Vargas Segura batting .423 this year. 52 at-bats, 22 hits. He's got 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, and he's in a huge spot here for the Penmen. He lifts that up to the moon. And the catch is made out and left. DJ Karen was able to get under that. That was smoked all the way up to the clouds. And there's one down here in the top of the first. So here's a DH batting cleanup here for SNHU. Jake Pisano hitting .245 this year. 49 at-bats, 12 hits, 7 RBIs. Got a slugging percentage of .286. Martineau deals. Fastball outside and low for ball one. And it's hard to believe that the Eagles are having their home opener here, and they've already played 18 games this year, 7-11 overall. Martineau tried to go to second, but no one was covering the bag there. Had to eat it. And a fun storyline heading into this 3-game series this weekend. The Eagles have never beat the Penmen, 0-10 all time. As the history between these two programs spanning from March 13th, 2004 to right now. Last matchup was February 18th at SNHU as the Penmen won 9-0. Beautiful fastball right down the middle there by Martineau. Pisano, a sophomore, 6'4", from Hamden, Connecticut. That one misses upstairs, and Pisano able to get ahead on the count here, 3-1. Favorable spot here for the right-handed batter. Runners go. And the bases are loaded as Pisano draws a walk. So here's the second baseman, Jorge Bergos, in a huge spot here for SNHU in this top of the first, as Martineau is trying to get out of a first inning jam here. Bases are juiced. 1 out. Martineau deals. Nice off-speed pitch there. Swing and a miss. Jorge Bergos has been a force here this season, hitting .352, 54 at-bats, 19 hits. He's driven 21 runs as well. And he's got a huge opportunity in this top of the first to add to his RBI total this year. 2 runners in scoring position. Pisano is on first. And only 1 out here in the top of the first. Not the way that the Eagles want to start off this 3-game series. That's a nice delivery there by Martineau. And he's able to get ahead on the count here, 1-2. This would be a big strikeout here. Not only for the situation here in the top of the first, but just for Martineau's confidence on the mound. The 1-2. Just misses the outside corner. Nice spot there from Martineau. Doesn't get the call there from the home plate umpire, but a fantastic spot. 2-2. Martineau deals. It's fouled away. Good 2-strike hitting there by Bergos, spoiling the pitch. Bergos is a senior. Once again, the 2-2. Upstairs. Count full. SNHU looking to do some damage here in this top of the first. Sun is really peeking through. A beautiful day here at Municipal Stadium. The payoff pitch. Flied up. Infield fly is in play. And a huge out there for the Eagles. So here's the left fielder here for the Penmen, Nader Wachter. And 2 down here in the top of the first. First pitch to Wachter. Upstairs. This would be huge here for the Eagles. If they could escape this top of the first with no damage done. And there's bases loaded with 1 out. Now bases still loaded with 2 outs. And the 1-0. Martineau deals. Swing and a miss there. Big cut. Two one. Upstairs. Called strike on the outside corner. And Walker showed up the umpire a little bit there, so anything close, he's going to want to swing at this one. Huge payoff pitch coming up here in the top of the first. The 3-2. Misses outside. And Walker draws a walk in SNHU. They strike first here in the first of two here today. So up next is Kyle Levine playing first base here for SNHU. Levine, a sophomore from Bedford, New Hampshire. Stands at 6'3". Takes a hack at the first pitch. And that will sail foul. Levine hitting .232 on the year. 56 at-bats, 13 hits. The 0-1, beautiful breaking ball there. And they say Levine did not go. Excuse me, they say that he did go. The 0-2. Misses low and outside. One, two. Flied up on the first base side. There is room, and the catch is made to retire the side. Chris Corchado with the grab there. We head to the bottom of the first. SNHU gets one across. 1-0. All right, the Eagles hitting the bats here for the first time at Municipal Stadium this year, and very fortunate to only allow one run in that top of the first. The Penmen, they had bases loaded with only one out and only able to get one across. Let's set the field here for the Penmen. On the mound is Parker Lendrum, the sophomore right-hander, 5'11". And in the outfield, in left is Nader Wachter. In center field, Harry Vargas Segura. In right, Jake Reisdorf. And let's set the infield. At third, at the hot corner, Frankie DeMauro. At short, Dyronson Woders. At second base, Jorge Bergos. At first base, Kyle Levine. Behind the dish is Stephen Kinsley. Parker Lendrum. 5.51 ERA and 16.1 innings pitched. So that's a little storyline that didn't see coming into this one. Both of the starting pitchers with 16.1 innings pitched on the year coming into this one. So leading things off is the right fielder, Michael Pavlicek. Leading the Eagles in batting average this year, hitting .349, 63 at-bats, 22 hits. And Billy Bean would love that on-base percentage, .506 for Pavlicek, .397 slugging percentage. So again, the Eagles at the bats here for the first time here at Municipal Stadium in the 2024 campaign. First pitch from Lendrum. Weak dribbler there by Pavlicek, and he's thrown out at first. Routine play made there by Bergos, and there's one down here in the bottom of the first. So here's a shortstop, Evan Cornwell. Hitting .271 on the year, 59 at-bats, 16 hits. First pitch upstairs. Cornwell's a senior from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. Slices at that one, lifts it up to left field. And two quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Walker had to charge in there, but he's able to get under it. So here's Chris Corchado. Second on the team in batting average this year at .327. 18 hits in 55 at-bats, .418 slugging percentage. Takes the first pitch right down Broadway for strike one. Lendrum is in a nice groove here to start. Got a 1-1 record. That one misses outside. Lendrum has given up 17 hits on the year. He's in a nice groove here to start. That one's dribbled right to third. Throw across the diamond. The scoop. Levine's got it in a 1-2-3 for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. Let's head to in the bottom of the first, pardon me. Let's head to the top of the second. 1-0 SNHU. Top of the second here at Municipal Stadium. 8, 9, and top due up here for SNHU. Stephen Kinsley, the catcher, will start things off here in the top of the second. No run support there for Martineau in the bottom of the first. A 1-2-3 for the Eagles And that one smoked out to center field, left center field, I should say. Coming in and making the grab. What a play, DJ Karen. That looked like it was going to drop, and he covered up so much ground to make the grab. What a play. So there's a third baseman, Frankie DeMero. Skies that out to center field. Gill is under it, barely had to move, and he makes the grab. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second for the Eagles. So here's Reisdorf, who walked in his first at-bat. First pitch, called strike. Martineau in a much better groove here in the second inning. The 0-1. Lifted down that third base line. Coming in is Karen. Nearly made the grab. He's got a lot of speed out there in left field. Lost that one up in the clouds. Thought it was going out of play. But Karen made a very nice effort to get to that one. So Martineau ahead on the count here. 0-2. Trying to get the Eagles back to the bat. 4-5-6 due up for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. The 0-2. Sliced. Left center field. That's going to drop. What a nice piece of two-strike hitting there by Reisdorf. So here's Woders, who had a line drive single in his first at-bat. First pitch paints the outside corner, called strike 1. The Eagles coming off of an 8-6 win on Wednesday at Palm Beach Atlantic University. That one misses upstairs. Nice pickoff. He got him. What a move by Martineau. And that will send us to the bottom of the second. Eagles looking to get the bats going here at Municipal Stadium. Four, 5, 6 due up for the Eagles in this bottom of the second. Jimmy Brennan to lead things off, who went 1 for 4 on Wednesday in West Palm Beach. Brennan had an RBI as well and scored a run. Brennan hitting .234 on the year, 64 at-bats. 15 hits and 7 RBIs. And Eagles have never beaten the Penmen in program history, spanning from 2004 to present day. Lenrum looking to pick up where he left off in the first inning. 1-2-3. Off-speed pitch misses. "1-0 is lifted out to left center field, going back to the wall, and it one-hops the fence. Strolling into second is Brennan. And the Eagles have a leadoff double here in the bottom of the second. So the Eagles get their first hit of the series. It is a blast to left center field from the catcher, Jimmy Brennan. I could have sworn that one was leaving the yard. Kind of died at the last second. So here's DJ Karen, the left fielder, who made that sensational grab. Last half inning, takes first pitch for a called strike. The Eagles with a runner in scoring position. Karen third on the team in batting averages here at .282. Hits that right back up the middle. What a grab. Bergos got there. And an infield single there for Karen. And the Eagles have runners at the corners, no outs here in the bottom of the second. So here's Justin Rivera, the third baseman for the Eagles, hitting .224 on the year, 67 at-bats, 15 hits in a huge spot here for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. Check swing, called strike. So Lenderum faces his first type of adversity here today. Trying to get out of this bottom of the second jam. And that one smoked to left center field. Tailing back, the catch is made. Tagging is Brennan, and he will score. Eagles knotted up at one apiece. So Rivera with his 9th RBI of the year. And we are tied up here with one out in the bottom of the second. So here's Jalen Kelly in the DH spot here for the Eagles. Flies that up into shallow right field. And Reisdorf called off Bergos there to make the grab for the second out here in the bottom of the second. So here's Danny Gill. First at-bat of the series. 186 batting average on the year. 11 hits in 59 at-bats. Runner goes. And he's thrown out. Looking down at my scorecard there and looked up and the runner was gone. And that will do it for the second inning. Eagles get one across to tie it up at one apiece. Let's head to the third here at Municipal Stadium. So Woders to lead things off here in the top of the third. Eagles get one across in the bottom of the second. It's a 1-1 game here in the first game of the 3-game weekend set. And just a reminder, this is a doubleheader here today. Tomorrow's game to wrap up the 3-game series will start at 1 o'clock. Second game of 2 here today is scheduled for a 4 o'clock start. And a beautiful day here at Municipal Stadium. So glad you're with us on the CACC network. Eagles in their home opener in this 2024 campaign, 7-11 on the year. Just a gorgeous day here in Waterbury, Connecticut in the middle of March. Partly cloudy, temperatures ranging in the mid to high 50s. Not a whole lot of wind, just a spectacular day for baseball. Woders is right on that plate. Ahead on the count, 3-0. Takes that one for a called strike. And 2 hits for the Penmen, 2 hits for the Eagles. We have a 1-1 game. Eagles trying to get their first win against SNHU in program history. First game in program history was March 13th, 2004, just a little over 20 years ago. And the Eagles are 0-10 all time. That is skied out to right field. And the catch is made. One down here in the top of the third. There's Vargas Segura, who flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike one. It's been a sensational year for Vargas Segura. 731 slugging percentage. Beautiful off-speed pitch there by Martineau. Segura with a on-base percentage of .569. Putting together an outstanding campaign. That one slipped. Vargas Segura is a junior. Hits that one out of play. 1-2 count to the center fielder. And 0 for 1 on the day. The 1-2. Nearly misses inside. A close pitch there to take with 2 strikes. 2-2. That's smoked. Right center field. That one's going to drop. And it might be extra bases for Vargas Segura. He's digging for second, and he will head in there standing up. Excellent 2-strike hitting there by the best hitter on the year for the Penmen. Ripped that one to right center. So here's Jake Pisano, who walked in his first at-bat. Runner in scoring position, 1 down here in the top of the third for the Penmen. Trying to regain the lead here. Pisano whacks that one out of play. Foul on the first pitch. And Pisano, a sophomore, 6'4", 210 pounds, a Connecticut native from Hamden. Went to Hamden High School. Takes that one for a strike, and Martineau able to get ahead here on the count. 0-2. With the Penmen in the meat of the order here. The 0-2. Slider misses outside. Vargas Segura is on second. And the 1-2 to Pisano. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Big pitch there by Martineau. And he freeze frames Pisano for out number 2 here in the top of the third. So here's Bergos. 0 for 1 on the day. Infield fly in his first at-bat. That one misses outside from Martineau. Vargas Segura on second, 2 down, top of the third here at Municipal Stadium in the first game of the 3-game weekend set here between Post and SNHU. That one misses upstairs. Martineau falls behind in the count here. Two-oh. 3-0. That one misses outside and low. Called strike. Right down the middle. 3-1. Upstairs for ball 4. So 4 walks now for Martineau. And Wachter, who walked in his first at-bat, digs in here with 2 down, runners on second and first for the Penmen. In the top of the third, that one is skied into the air. And Brennan runs out of room there trying to track it down behind the dish. Wachter hitting .302 on the year. Coming into this series, 43 at-bats, 13 hits, 13 RBIs. He's got 4 home runs, tied for first on the team in that category. Takes that one for a called strike. And Martineau able to get ahead on the count here, 0-2. Big pitch coming up with 2 down here. Eagles trying to escape this top of the third with 0 damage done. It's a 1-1 game. The 0-2 breaking ball misses outside. Beautiful spot there from Martineau. Martineau fires. Low. Ball 2. Kyle Levine is on deck. The first baseman who flew out in his first at-bat. The 2-2 runners go. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout from Martineau. And the Eagles head to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game here at Municipal Stadium. Eight, 9, and the top due up here for the Eagles in the bottom of the third. A 1-1 game. Danny Gill, who's hitting 186 on the year, 59 at-bats, 11 hits. He's had 2 doubles on the year. Takes that one right down Broadway for strike number 1. Again, we are playing 9 innings here in Game 1 and then 7 innings in Game 2. And then we will wrap up the weekend set, 3-game weekend set, tomorrow at 1 o'clock right here at Municipal Stadium. We're playing 9 innings in that one. Again, Griffin Cass on hand. So glad you could be with us here on this Saturday afternoon in the middle of March. A sensational day for baseball here at Municipal Stadium. Partly cloudy, temperatures in the mid-50s to high, mid-50s to high 50s as Gill strikes out swinging there. So here's John Onofrio, appearing in his 12th game this season. 15 at-bats, 3 hits. First pitch to the 9-hitter, right down the pipe for strike 1. Oh, 1. Slice foul. The 0-2. Low and outside. Onofrio is a freshman Connecticut native from Northford. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the third. So here's Pavlicek, who grounded out to second in his first at-bat. The best hitter on the year this year thus far for the Eagles coming into this season, this 3-game weekend set, hitting .349. Takes that one on the outside corner. Painted it, did Lenderum, for strike 1. 3 hits for the Penmen, 2 for the Eagles. Another called strike. Lenderum in a beautiful groove here in the bottom of the third. Called strike. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The 1-2. Misses outside and low. Pavlicek trying to work back here in the count. 2-2. 2 down. Bottom of the third. Slice foul. Nice job spoiling it. Pavlicek is a senior. The 2-2. Upstairs. Count is full. And the last thing Lenderum wants to do here is lose the batter here. He was ahead on the count, 0-2. And here is the payoff. Great at-bat here by Pavlicek. Came over from Rockland Community College. Previous school he played at. 3-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Called strike. Right down the middle. And 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the third for Lenderum as he fans the Eagles in that bottom of the third. Let's head to the fourth. 1-1 here at Municipal. 3 innings are in the books here at Municipal Stadium. Top of the 4th. Here's the first baseman, Kyle Levine, to lead things off here for SNHU in the 4th. And Eagles have never beaten SNHU in program history. The major storyline coming into this 3-game weekend sets. First pitch, hits a cornball at short, fields it, throws it in time for out number 1. So here's Kinsley, who flew out to left center in his first at-bat. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Call it strike, 1-1. The 1-1 misses outside. Martinone, nice groove here in this 4th inning. That one's slice foul. Martineau's now at 64 pitches. He's definitely had to work here, but he's had a nice start here thus far for the Eagles. The 2-2 is ripped foul. 3 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts for Martineau. Another foul ball. Nice at-bat here by Kinsley. Once again, the 2-2. Rip foul down the third base line. Here's the payoff. Ripped down the left field line fair, and that will be extra bases. Kinsley digging for seconds. Little slow to get there. He slides, safe, and a 1-out double there by the catcher. What an at-bat that he just put together. So here's Frankie DeMero, who flew out to center in his first at-bat. Right down Broadway for strike 1. The 0-1. Foul back to the backstop. Martineau able to get ahead here in a huge at-bat. Runner in scoring position, 0-2 count, 1 down, top of the 4th, 1-1 game. The 0-2 misses upstairs. One, two. Dribbled foul. Martineau is now up to 72 pitches on his pitch count. No action in the Eagles' bullpen thus far. He's had a great start here, trying to get out of this top of the 4th with no damage done. 1 out, 1-2 count. Runner on second. The 1-2 ripped foul down the left field line. These hitters here for the Penmen certainly making Martineau work. He's had to earn every out he's gotten. These SNHU batters not going down without a fight. The 1-2. Off-speed pitch. Gets away from Brennan. And Kinsley will take third. Two balls, two strikes. Runner on third. Martineau deals. Just misses outside. And you can see he's a little frustrated at that one, a little incredulous on the mound. That was a beautiful spot. And now the payoff. Ripped. That's a single. An RBI comes in. Kinsley heads home. Another beautiful at-bat by the Penmen, and they regain a one-run lead. So here's the top of the order. Reisdorf, who singled to left center in his previous at-bat. In his first at-bat, he walked. Penmen now with 5 hits here in this one. 2 runs. Nice block there by Brennan. Frankie DeMauro, what an at-bat that he just put together. Hit that one, a ground ball through the third baseman and the shortstop for an RBI single. 1-0 is flied foul. One and one here to the leadoff batter. Martineau checks in at first. Back in time is DeMauro. One. Ripped. Right center field. That will drop. And it's going to be extra bases for Reisdorf. DeMauro's held up at third. And the Penmen have a lot brewing here in the top of the fourth. Already got 1 run home, and they have runners at second and third now with only 1 out in the meat of the order. What a day here for Reisdorf. 2 for 3 now with a walk. A single and a double. So here's Wouters, who flew out to right field in his previous at-bat. Had a line drive single in his first at-bat. 1 for 2 on the day. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. So a bit of a jam here for Martineau to get through. His pitch count's at 83 now. And no signs of the bullpen being active for the Eagles. The 0-1 to the shortstop. Misses outside. And Wouters able to get ahead on the count here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Martineau deals. Low. Three-one. And the 5th walk for Martineau. And Brennan is going to take a stroll out to the mound. Bases are juiced. 1 out. So Eagles in a very scary situation here with the best hitter on the team for the Penmen up with the bases jacked with only one out here in the top of the fourth. So here's Vargas Segura. We had a double to right center field in his previous at-bat. Takes this one low for ball one. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to left in his first at-bat. And he smokes that down the right field line. Foul. Which comes off of his bat a little differently than the other hitters here for SNHU. He had 423 batting average on the year, 731 slugging percentage. Breaking ball misses inside. Definitely a good spot there by Martineau. Unable to get the call. So 2-1 here to the center fielder for the Penmen. That one's upstairs. Ball 3. And Martineau unraveling a little bit here in this top of the fourth. He's been spectacular up to this point. The 3-1 is hit out to center field. Trailing back is Gill. Makes the grab. And the runners will tag. And the second run here in the top of the fourth will come in. It is 3-1 Penmen off of the sacrifice fly by Harry Vargas Segura. And Martineau had a few words for the home plate umpire there as he will walk back to the mound. So here's Pisano, who struck out looking in his last at-bat, walked in his first. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Martineau deals, and that one's ripped foul. The 0-1. That one's hit foul down the left field line. These batters here for SNHU really starting to tee off of Martineau here in the top of the fourth. Even the foul balls, I mean, great contact here as they are really starting to time him up. The 0-2. Martineau up to 94 pitches. And the bullpen starting to get loose for the Eagles. Can't see who that is warming up, but the bullpen is now active for post. Runners go. Hit out to left center field. Trailing back is Gill to make the grab. Big out there for the Eagles. Penmen get 2 across in the top of the fourth to take a 3-1 lead. Let's head to the bottom of the fourth here at Municipal. Penmen get 2 across in the top of the 4th to take a 3-1 lead. 6 hits now for SNHU. And the Eagles will head to the bats here. 2, 3, 4 due up for post. In need of a big half inning here to regain the momentum again. 0-10 all time against SNHU. Lindrum has been fantastic, only giving up 2 hits. This one dribbled down the first base line, foul from Cornwell on the first pitch. And last matchup between these two programs was on February 18th, 2023. SNHU won 9-0 at home. The 0-1 misses outside. The SNHU dugout loved the spot. The 1-1 misses outside again. Two one. Cornwell squared there, couldn't lay it down. We just got word that Eric Gutowski, the senior, is warming up in the bullpen for the Eagles. Connecticut native from Cheshire. Martineau's pitch count has elevated here due to that top of the 4th inning where the Penmen got 2 across. Cornwell rips that to right field. Reisdorf angling to the foul line and makes the grab for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. So here's the first baseman, Chris Corchado. Grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. Corchado takes that one outside and upstairs for ball 1. Right down Broadway for strike 2. Or strike 1, pardon me. Corchado second on the team in batting average this year, coming into this one at .327. That one just misses. That looked good from our vantage point. And Kinsley asked where that one was. 2-1 count to the first baseman. That one's hit right to Woders, makes the play, and fires to Levine in time for out number 2. So here's the catcher, Jimmy Brennan, who doubled to left center in his first at-bat.
Oh, that's right.
Off-speed pitch, called strike. Slices that one foul down the right field line. And Lindrum quickly able to get ahead on the count to the catcher, 0-2. Good job spoiling that one by the catcher. And Brennan is a junior from Newton, New Jersey. The 0-2 outside and low for ball 1. Lindrum hasn't walked a batter here today. He's been outstanding in this start. And it looks like that one hit Brennan on the wrist. And he goes down in pain. And if you play baseball, you know that that does not feel good. That's a rough stinger there.
Oh, he did join the 150 hit club now. He got the hit in the first inning, yep. He had it.
So Brennan got clipped by that pitch, trying to work out his wrist. I believe it's the right wrist that's being attended to by the athletic training staff. So Brennan appears to be okay, and he's going to head over to first. So the Eagles have a base runner here with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. So here's DJ Karen, who had an infield single to the right side in his first at-bat. And third on the team in batting average this year at 282. With a 4.49 slugging percentage. Eagles trying to get a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 4th. Brendan is checked in on at first base.
I know what it is. It's a rebel. I know.
But it works.
I know.
Mine works.
I know they're off because you have to manually adjust them.
No matter what.
That pitch is low for ball 1. Karen has started in all 18 games this year for the Eagles. Takes that one right down the hatch for strike 2. Or pardon me, strike 1. Lenrum checks in on Brennan once more. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Lenrum able to get ahead. The 1-2. Hit up into right field. Reisdorf is under it and makes the grab to retire the side. Let's head to the 5th. Penmen 3, Eagles 1. Top of the 5th here at Municipal Stadium. So glad you're with us here on the CACC Network. Martineau is back out there, pitch count at 97, and presumably this will be his last inning if he can get through it. And the second baseman is up, Bergos, who walked in his last at-bat. Five, 6, 7 due up here in the top of the fifth for the Penmen, leading 3-1. The 1-0 misses inside. And the Eagles have never beaten the Penmen in program history, spanning 20 years, 0-10 all time. As that one is skied out to center field, trailing back, and it is gone! Absolute missile there by Bergos. And it leaves the yard for the first home run in the series. That's Bergos' 8th home run of the year. And it's 4-1 Penmen. That ball was smoked, and it went to center field to the deepest part in the yard. That one went 400 plus there from Bergos, and this one is skied to the clouds and shallow left. Cornwell is called off, and Karen comes in to make the grab for out number 1. Here's the first baseman, Kyle Levine, 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to shortstop in his previous at-bat. Flew out to first in his first. The 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. One, two. Upstairs and in.
Oh, I don't bring the printer down here. Oh, you don't? No, I go to the office, print, and then, yeah. The printer will make it easier. No, because I usually have to pick up everything right away.
Pitch count above 100 now for Martineau at 102. As that one is hit towards the backstop. Does Brennan have room? No.
Women's lacrosse event Wednesday. And then Saturday, we're baseball, softball, and then softball season. It's their last conference Saturday of the season already. It's their first and their last.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the fifth, a 4-1 game here. The 2-2. Smoked out to center. Trailing back is Gill. He's got some room to make the grab for out number 2. Nice contact there by Levine. So here's Kinsley, who doubled in his previous at-bat, flew out to left center in his first at-bat. That one's right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1, breaking ball, strike 2. Martineau up to 109 pitches. The 0-2 lifted out to center field, left field, pardon me. Karen is under it. Can of corn for the third out here in The top of the fifth, Bergos left the yard, and the Penmen take a 4-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the fifth here at Municipal Stadium. Eagles chasing 3 here at Municipal Stadium as we welcome you back inside to the broadcast booth. Griffin Cass on hand. Bottom of the fifth here in the first game of 2 here today. We'll wrap up the 3-game weekend sets tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Six, 7, 8 due up here for the Eagles in the bottom of the fifth. Lenrum, who has been absolutely dealing here today. Pitch count at 47. And his first pitch at the bottom of the fifth is a ball that is low and outside. 7 hits for SNHU, 2 for Post. Called strike.
Want to do that?
1-1 paints the outside corner. One, 2. Kinsley asked where that was. Check swing. He did not go. Count is full. The payoff, and Rivera spoils it.
No. That one surprised me. That's a tough opening weekend.
And Rivera has started in all 18 games this year. And the 3-2 hit right back up the middle for a leadoff single here in the bottom of the fifth. Nice 2-strike hitting there by Rivera. So here's the DH. Jalen Kelly flew out to shallow right field in his first at-bat. Eagles just got their 3rd hit of the day. That one is down the hatch for strike 1. Kelly appearing in his 4th game this season. That one paints the outside corner. As Lenderum is able to get ahead here on the DH. Kelly comes into the weekend set with 4 at-bats on the year and 1 hit. Swings and misses at the 0-2 as he goes down swinging. 1 down here at the bottom of the 5th. So here's Danny Gill, struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Fouls the first. Gill making his 19th start of the year. Comes into the weekend set, 59 at-bats, 11 hits. One out.
Yeah. I played at DU. Yeah, McLean turned that program around.
2-0. Slice down the right field line, tailing foul.
Yeah, when I got there, it was a very. Yeah, they were. Yeah, because we went D3. Then I got injured this COVID season, and then that was when we made the switch to T2. They're pretty much their best hitter. I got to see him freshman year, at least in Florida when we were there.
That was pulled foul.
Yeah, that's where most of them he's been getting, and then he gets a lot of Canadians too. Because we're right there on the border.
On deck is the 9-hitter here for the Eagles with the 1 out. The 1-2. Nice block there by Kinsley. Able to eat that one up in the dirt. The only run coming for the Eagles was in the bottom of the 2nd. Trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th. Trailing by 3 runs. That one low once more. And the count has reached its distance, 3-2. Called strike 3. Right on the outside corner. And Gill is retired, and that brings up the 9-hitter, John Onofrio. First pitch to Onofrio is inside. 1-0. Hit right to Woders. Goes to second. In time to retire the side. Let's head to the 6th. Penmen 4, Eagles 1. So Martineau's day is over. And on the mound in relief is Eric Gutowski, who has a 12.27 ERA, 3.2 innings of work this year. As Martineau threw 112 pitches in this start, ERA of 7.2, allowed 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 5 innings of work. His day is done, and to relieve him is Gutowski. Gutowski, a senior, a Connecticut native from Cheshire. A right-hander, 6 feet, 195 pounds. In fact, he bats left. Again, a right-handed thrower. And it is the top of the 6 here at Municipal Stadium in the first game of the Saturday afternoon doubleheader. So glad you're with us here on the CACC Network. Griffin Cass on hand with you. As it will be Frankie DeMauro, who had an RBI single in his previous at-bat to lead things off here for SNHU in this top of the 6. They have 7 hits. 1 run in the top of the first, 2 in the top of the 4th, and 1 in the top of the 5th. As that one's right down Broadway for strike 1. 1-1 count here to the third baseman. Gutowski paints the outside corner right there, gets ahead on DeMauro. And top of the order is on deck with Reisdorf. 1-2 is low for ball 2. Two, foul back to the backstop. Two. Lifted out. Cornwell is under it. And he makes a grab for out number 1 here in the top of the 6. Gutowski paints the outside corner. And Reisdorf has been electrifying here today. Double to right center in his previous at-bat, single to left center in the at-bat before that, and walked in his first at-bat. So 2 for 2 with a walk here for the sophomore. Barkham said Connecticut native, and he rips that out to right center field. His fantastic day continues as that one's going to go to the wall. He's going to stroll into second. Jake Reisdorf has been a hot bat here today in the first game of the weekend set here. 3 for 3 now with a walk. So here's Woders, who walked in his last at-bat. 8 hits now on the day for SNHU. First pitch to Woders is upstairs. He's had a nice day, 1 for 2 with a walk. Line drive single in his first at-bat, flew out to right in his second, and walked in his previous at-bat. And SNHU 9-7 on the year, Post 7-11. And the home opener here for Post in the 2024 campaign, down 4-1 here to the Penmen. In the first game of a 3-game weekend set, that one's upstairs and outside for ball 3. Three out. Down the hatch, strike one. Three balls, one strike. Gutowski deals. And that one is in there for a strike. Gutowski trying to work back here. 2 consecutive strikes. The count is at its extent here. And the payoff pitch, nope, goes to second. Reisdorf is in there safely. Here's the payoff. That one is skied. Foul. Three balls, 2 strikes. That one's hit to shallow right. The catch is made for out number 2. Staying put at second is Reisdorf. And that will bring up Vargas Segura. Bergos Segura an RBI today, 1 for 2.
I also found out there's power in the outfield, so we could literally set up in the outfield if we wanted.
But then we'll be sitting outside.
Oh no, we could set up the whole thing out there. But yeah, if I found it wireless, or not wireless, why would you want to set it? You can get the batter shot.
Swing and a miss.
Maybe for the tournament we could look at doing something. Yeah. We just have to cover it so it's not too stuff the heat up like crazy.
The 0-1 to the center fielder. Rip to the right side of the infield. And it's coughed up. Coming home is Reisdorf. He will score, and it's 5-1 Penmen.
So that's how it is. Yes. And no RBI.
So an error there on Corchado. And it is 5-1 Penmen here in the top of the 6th. The only inning where the Penmen haven't scored was, or the 2 innings that they haven't scored was the 2nd and the 3rd. 1 run in the 1st, 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and now 1 here in the 6th. To take a 4-run lead. And here's Pisano, who is, as the runner goes, throw down to second, not in time. Pisano's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk.
We got tickets last year for so that was last year at this time. Because he had his vocal cord detached.
The 1-1 paints the outside corner for strike 2. Gutowski able to get ahead here on the 6'4" DH. Gutowski fires to home, breaking ball, misses.
Tickets because her aunt works for a radio station in Rochester. year before when he was in Rochester. We had she gave us backstage passes and everything, but we were with her family in Nashville, so like, we couldn't go.
2-2.
This was kind of the makeup for it.
Breaking ball misses inside and upstairs. Count is full at 3-2. Vargas Segura on second. 2 down. Top of the 6.
I feel like you have to be there. So I tried watching it last year.
Here's a payoff pitch. And Pisano draws his second walk of the day. So here's Jorge Bergos, who hit a dinger to center field in his last at-bat.
Oh, we wanted to go watch a game of that.
Ever since they left well, that, yeah, I mean, that's another level. Now they're in the future. Right? Yeah. It's just more interesting. Yeah, it's people that are out there.
The 0-1. Off-speed pitch. Swing and a miss. And Gutowski able to get ahead here. Runners on second and first. No balls. 2 strikes. That was hit foul, just foul, down the third base line. Once again, the 0-2. Misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bergos with an infield fly in his first at-bat, walked in a second, and then hit that center field home run in his previous at-bat. The 1-2. Paints the outside corner, strike, called strike 3. To retire the side, the Penmen get 1 across in that top of the 6th, and they take a 5-1 lead heading to the bottom of the 6th here at Municipal Stadium. Bottom of the 6th here at Municipal Stadium. 1, 2, 3 due up here for the Eagles. So Pavelchak to lead things off. 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his last at-bat. Grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Eagles with only 3 hits on the day. Lendrum back on the mound here, 66 pitches. He has been outstanding here today. Only 1 earned run, 3 hits allowed, 5 strikeouts, and 0 walks. He did hit a batter. That was Brennan. That one's hit right to third. It's eat up. Thrown to first in time. Nice play there by Frankie DeMauro to retire Pavlicek. So here's Evan Cornwell. Flew out to right in his last at-bat. Flew out to left in his first at-bat. 0 for 2 on the day. Is the shortstop. As he rips that to the right side of the infield. Nice play there by Bergos. Bad throw. Forces Levine to come off of the bag. There's Corchado. Corchado 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to short in his last at-bat. Ground out to third in his first at-bat. Takes the first one for a ball. Runner on first. That's Cornwell with the 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. The Eagles chasing 4 runs. That one paints the outside corner for a called strike. And Corchado second on the team in batting average this year, coming into the weekend set hitting .327. Same spot, same result as the previous pitch for Lendrum as he gets ahead on the count here, 1-2. Tried to get in that same spot. Misses outside. A great spot there, though, on a 1-2 count. So count is full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff ripped down the first base line. Cornwell digs for third. And the Eagles have something brewing here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. So it looks like they ruled the Cornwell at-bat a hit, even though that should have been an error. So 5 hits now for the Eagles. And a mound visit.
That play made a hit. Yeah. I couldn't see it. I didn't realize I had this in my way, but I saw him dive, so I'm assuming that it was a good hit. That one right through the air. Run on third.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Moose's scoreboard here.
Yeah, I know.
Does that match up with him?
I've got 5-8-1-1-5-1. 1-5-1? Yeah. Or 1-4-1 I have. Yeah.
You gave him a hit there.
Yeah, they'll always do that for themselves. That was the worst part about it.
So mound visit has concluded. And the Eagles got something going here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners at the corners, 1 out. And it is the meat of the order here for Post. Jimmy Brennan, the catcher, who was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. And he doubled to left center in his first at-bat. Brennan slaps that one foul to the dugout.
581-141.
Now we're getting the brace glass for ice in the first.
The 0-1. Sky down that right field line. And the catch is made by Reisdorf, tagging is Cornwell. And the Eagles get their first run since the bottom of the second. 5-2.
Yeah.
So here's DJ Karen, the left fielder. Flew out to right in his last at-bat. And had an infield single in his first at-bat. One ball, one strike. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2 count. The 1-2. Low. Lindrum deals, and that's raked foul.
All those border wars.
2-2. Karen spoils it once more. And DJ Karen has started in all 18 games, 282 batting average, 449 slugging percentage, and a 325 on base percentage through the first 18 games. 2-2. Lindrum deals. That is sliced into center field. Vargas Segura trotting back for the can of corn. Eagles get one across in the bottom of the sixth. We head to the seventh, 5-2 Penmen. Nader Wachter to lead things off here in the top of the seventh for the Penmen, trying to earn one run back as they gave up one in the bottom of the sixth. It's 5-2 Southern New Hampshire University, as that one is smoked down the left field line. First pitch. And a base knock. Walker digging for second, and he is in there, sliding.
Barely slowed down.
Like, did it slow down?
Very little. Like,
Then I'm just going to do it straight, because that was in the corner.
Here's Kyle Levine, flew out to center. In his previous at-bat, 0 for 3 on the day. He's been making nice contact, just hasn't been able to find grass.
hey, I'll sit up here every game. Yeah, I wanted to be with the tournament.
First pitch to Levine. Inside. And Gutowski falls behind on the count. 2-0.
Happy 14 hours ago.
The 2-0 ripped down the first base, or the third base line, foul.
Straight up about it. Because technically she's the sophomore, right? And Grace is actually the Jack. Yeah, you're Jack and Grace.
Yeah. And Sydney, but
Yeah, you told her. She didn't have to.
The 2-1. Hit down the third base line. Fair.
That's wow.
I'm just going to give that a single. I mean, that was a tough play.
And Walker
Yeah.
is held up at third. And with no outs here in the top of the seventh, the Penmen have runners at the corners.
Wait. I thought it was 5-8.
So it's the LEDs on the board are all
Oh,
broken
okay.
top.
But I thought I saw an 8 earlier. I thought it said 8 earlier.
Are they just giving his errand business they want?
Well, because they were just taking away 4 hits from them. Yes. So a lot
So here's Kinsley, who's 1 for 3 on the day. Doubled in his last at-bat. In a big spot here for the Penmen. Can really blow this game open here in this half inning. Up 3 runs, runners at the corners, no outs.
them putting anything on the board. Do you have to put a pick off the tempo?
I think there's a way to, but
Gutowski checked in on the runner at first. Now deals the 1-0.
A lot of the stuff downstairs is for the team stuff. Because when I wasn't pitching, I would track like ball strikes, stuff like that for us. Kind of boring sometimes. Sometimes. Depends.
as long as you can't pick it up on there, it's really just I just don't know.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack there by the catcher.
He tried to pick the, yeah, pick that one up.
The 1-2. Outside. Gutowski now up to 35 pitches in relief. And Jack Martineau got the start. 5 innings of work. 112 pitches. Seven hits he allowed. 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, 7.20 ERA in his start here today. And Eagles have never beaten the Penmen in program history, spanning from 2004 to now, 0-10 all time. Trying to get their first win against the Penmen here in this 3-game weekend set. Kinsley will walk, and the bases are loaded for the third baseman, the 9-hitter, Frankie DeMauro. So, dangerous opportunity here for the Eagles. They are very much still in this one, only down 3 runs, but an opportunity for the Penmen with no outs. Bases are loaded, an opportunity to really crack this game open. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Gutowski crucially gets ahead on the count here, 0-2. Ten hits for the Penmen, 4 for the Eagles. And the 0-2 is skied. Does Brennan have room? Sails out of play. The 0-2. Foul back once more. Once again, the 0-2. Skied out to right center field. Shallow right center field. Tagging, and the throw home is out of the reach. As Wachter heads home, and it's 6-2 Penmen. To bring up the top of the order here. Jake Reisdorf, who has had the hottest bat here in the game. 3 for 3. He's got a walk as well. Doubles in his last 2 at-bats. Singled to left center in his second at-bat and walked in his first. And he's got runners at second and first here with 1 down. A 4-run lead here for SNHU as he takes that one outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted out to shallow left field. Karen is under it, barely has to move, and he makes the grab for the second out here in the top of the 7th. There's Woders, who's 1 for 3 on the day with a walk. The 0-1 upstairs. Ten hits for Southern New Hampshire, 4 for Post. Gutowski deals the 1-1. That is absolutely roped foul. That one was straightened out. That could have left the yard there. Wonder what the exit velo was on that one. 1-2. 2 down. Runners at second and first here for Southern New Hampshire University, who's up 6-2 here in the first of a 3-game weekend set here. That one gets away from Brennan. The runners will both advance into scoring position here. And Woders an opportunity here to really crack the doors open on this game. With a base knock, that would bring in 2 to make it 8-2. still in reach here for the Eagles, only down by 4 runs. But a crack of the bat here by Wouters would make the comeback aspirations look very bleak, and there it is. Single to the left side. 1 run comes in. And now it's runners at the corners here, as Kinsley was held up at third. A great job by the third base coach there. Kinsley was ready to turn that corner and head home, but third base coach stopped his tracks there. 11 hits now for SNHU, and it's a meat of the order here for the Penmen. Harry Vargas Segura, who leads the team in batting average through the first 16 games. .423, a slugging percentage of .731, and an on-base percentage of .569. He also leads the team in stolen bases by a lot, 13 for 15, as Gutowski checks in on the runner at first. The 1-0. Ripped to right field. RBI single. Wouters digs for third. Vargas Segura is held up at first. And it is an 8-2 lead now for the Penmen, as they have put up 3 runs here in the top of the 7th to kind of blow the game open a little bit. So here's Pisano, who's got 2 walks on the day, 0 for 2. The Penmen trying to continue this 2-out rally here in the top of the 7th. They've sort of blown the doors open off of this one, 8-2. As they have 12 hits now. Gutowski up to 55 pitches in relief. Runner goes. Vargas Segura slides into second, and a base knock here from Pisano could really blow the doors open off of this one. With 2 runners in scoring position.
Oh, you just put the pitch in. It was a catcher's difference.
The 1-0.
That's why I was asking which way you scored.
Oh, I didn't score. I didn't see it.
It was a catcher's difference. You just didn't really. I'm doing this one, yeah.
The 2-0. Lifted up into the infield.
This is all the stats I know.
And the catch is made to retire the side. 7th inning stretch time, as the Penmen put up 3 runs in the top of the 7th to take an 8-2 lead here at Municipal. All right, Eagles got 9 more outs to play with here. Down by 6. As it will be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Eagles here in this bottom of the 7th. As the Penmen, they put up 3 runs in the top of the 7th to kind of blow the doors open a little bit. Lendrum is back out there, 85 pitches. He has been spectacular, nothing short of spectacular. 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 4 hits allowed, 0 walks. He did hit a batter. Lendrum is 1-1 on the year. This is his 4th start of the year. 5.51 ERA coming into this one. Also coming into this one, 16.1 innings pitched on the year. And he has just been magnificent here for the Penmen in this one. 2-1. Low. 3-1. And Griffin Cast on hand. So glad you've been able to tune in here on the CACC network. We got the second half of the doubleheader coming up next. That is scheduled for a 4 o'clock start. And we will wrap up the 3-game weekend set tomorrow right here at Municipal Stadium at 1 o'clock. You can tune into the same link. Eagles again 0-10 all time against the Penmen. That's the biggest storyline coming into this weekend sets, as Post is trying to get their first win of in program history over Southern New Hampshire University. Here is the payoff pitch. Hit out to right field. That will drop for a leadoff single for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 7th. So here's Jalen Kelly. 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out swinging in his last at-bat. Flew out to shallow right in his first at-bat in the DH spot here for the Eagles. Trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 7th. Called strike. As Rivera started this bottom of the 7th off with a line drive single to right field. And Kelly calls for time. The Eagles wanted a balk there, but Kelly called for time prior.
I believe that NCAA has changed things so you get a certain number of mount. I don't know if they get a certain amount.
Oh yeah, you can't have 2 mound visits in the same inning. You know that. Because after the second one, you have to take the pitcher.
That's what the rule is.
That one, I feel like that's always been the rule. But I heard.
So Lendrum is up to 92 pitches on his pitch count now.
Yes, they're going to pitch clock next year.
The 0-1. Upstairs and in. And Kelly has only had 4 at-bats in the 18 games prior to the home opener here today. Takes that one inside for a ball. 2-1 count. Again, no outs. Eagles with 5 hits. Penmen with 12 hits. Here in the first game of the 3-game weekend set. Big hack there taken by Kelly. And it's 2-2 now. 2-2. Rips. Woders handles, goes to 2. They go to first. In time. Double play.
We were trying to figure out how to play a sack fly. It was in foul territory. So I tried to
So here's Danny Gill, who struck out twice in his lone 2 at-bats. Struck out swinging in his first and then struck out looking in his second. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Rivera got on with an leadoff single, but then Kelly ground out into a double play just now. The 1-0. Down the hatch. No. Not down the hatch. Called ball. That one looked good from my vantage point. The 2-0. Three and 1 now. To Gill. And he takes a big hack at that one and swings and misses. Count is full. 2 down. Bottom of the 7th. Eagles trailing by 6 runs. The payoff pitch. Hit to the left side of the infield. Woders tries his best Derek Jeter impersonation and gets the out. What a play. Woders with the backhand. Fires to first and a nice scoop by Levine. And we head to the 8th. Eagles down by 6 here at Municipal Stadium. Top of the 8th. Here at Municipal Stadium, it is an 8-2 lead for SNHU. Jorge Bergos to lead things off here in the top of the 8th. He had a home run here in this one. An RBI, 1 for 3 on the day. He also drew a walk. Gutowski back out there. Just threw his 59th pitch in relief. And this is the home opener for the Eagles this year. First 18 games away from Municipal Stadium, 7-11. As he jams Bergos there, skies that out to left field. And Karen with a can of corn. 1 down here in the top of the 8th. Nader walked her up. He's got an RBI here in this one, 1 for 3 on the day. Walked in his first at-bat, struck out in his second, flew out to left in his third, and doubled to left in his previous at-bat. Here's his 5th at-bat of the day. The 1-0. fouled back to the backstop. Jams him again. That one's fouled back to the backstop. 2-2. Both teams have committed an error. 12 hits for Southern New Hampshire, 5 for Post. In the 2-2. Ooh, a little close there. Might have been a little upstairs. So count is full. 3-2. Kutowski up to 61 pitches. The 3-2. Skied into shallow left. Karen coming in for the grab. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Kyle Levine 1 for 4 on the day. Playing first base here for the Penmen. First pitch, upstairs and in. Levine, a sophomore, 6'3", 210 pounds from Bedford, New Hampshire. The 1-0 to number 18, upstairs. The 2-0. Lifted foul. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the 8th. Off-speed pitch, misses. The 3-1. Ball 4. So Kinsley, 1 for 3 on the day. Also has drawn a walk. Got a double. First pitch to the catcher in the dirt. And the catcher for the Eagles blocks it to keep Levine at bay at first. 1-0. Two one. Check swing. Didn't go. Three one is lifted out to left field. And DJ Karen makes all 3 of the outs here in the top of the 8th. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Penmen 8, Eagles 2. John Onofrio to lead things off here for the Eagles in the bottom of the 8th, and then it is the top of the order. Onofrio grounded out to shortstop in his last at-bat and struck out swinging in his first at-bat. And playing second base here for the Eagles today. Onofrio making his 5th start of the season. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Lendrum is back out there. He has been spectacular today for Southern New Hampshire. Has only allowed 5 hits, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. It's up to 103 pitches now. He might go the whole way, depending on how this 8th inning goes. Two one. That is poked to right field. Reisdorf barely had to move to make the grab for out number 1.
I said F9 for center field. Now in the next play, I said F8 for left field.
So here's Pavlicek. 0 for 3 on the day.
I still think center field.
Grounded out to third in his last at-bat. Struck out in his second at-bat and grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Takes this one on the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1. Hit right to Woders at short. Fields it cleanly and throws to first in time. So there's Evan Cornwell. Got on base in his last at-bat off of the error committed by the infield for the Penmen. So Cornwell 0 for 3 on the day. Flew out to left and then flew out to right in his first 2 at-bats. Hits this one to the right side of the infield. And a 1-2-3 for the Penmen in the bottom of the 8th. We head to the top of the 9th, 8-2, SNHU. So Marshall Thurman is the 3rd pitcher here for the Eagles today in this game, coming in relief for Gutowski. Thurman 6.75 ERA and 2.2 innings of work this year for the Eagles. He's a senior, right-hander, 6'3", 205 pounds from Conroe, Texas. So it's an 8-2 lead here for the Penmen. Again, we aren't done after this one. We have the second game of the 3-game weekend sets following this one. That one will be 7 innings. And then the 3rd game out of the 3-game weekend sets will be 9 innings tomorrow, slated to start at 1 o'clock. This will be Frankie DeMauro leading things off for the Penmen in the top of the 9th. He's got 2 RBIs here in this one, 1 for 3 on the day. And he lines that to left field, and DJ Karen has made the last 4 outs out and left for the Eagles. So Jake Reisdorf, who is 3 for 4 on the day, has been the hottest bat for the Penmen here in this one. Thurman deals. First pitch outside.
Not unless you guys absolutely need me.
I mean, if all 4 of us are here, that would take care of everything. Yeah. It's a pretty nice series. Yes. 3-game series.
The 2-1. Dribbled. Cornwell regains it for the out. Couldn't field that cleanly initially, but threw it in time. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. So there's Woders, an RBI, 2 for 4 on the day. He's played a very nice shortstop today for SNHU. He's also contributed on the offensive end as well with the bat. Woders, a sophomore. Only stands at 5'6". Ahead on the count here, 2-0 to Thurman. Here's the pitch. Paints the outside corner for strike 1. Two one upstairs. Ball 4. Bergos Segura. 2 RBIs, 2 for 4 on the day. Rips this one for a single. Woders will dig for third. Vargas Segura held up at first, and runners at the corners for SNHU with 2 down here in the top of the 9th. So here's Pisano. 2 walks, 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch, called strike on the outside corner. The 0-1, off speed, right down the hatch for strike 2. As Thurman able to get ahead here on the 6'4" DH for the Penmen. Runner goes. Pisano rips that down the third base line. And a beautiful throw across the diamond. Justin Rivera playing that hot corner. And he makes a beautiful play to retire the side. Let's head to the bottom of the 9th. Eagles chasing 6 runs here at Municipal Stadium. All right, Eagles chasing 6 runs. Corchado to lead things off. It is 3-4-5 due up here for the Eagles, the meat of the order. And looking for the complete game is Parker Lendrum, who is at 112 pitches now. 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 0 walks, 5 hits allowed. SNHU with 13 hits as a team here in Game 1 of the 3-game weekend set. And Griffin Cass on hand with you. So glad you have been able to tune in. We got the second half of our Saturday afternoon doubleheader up next, slated for 4 o'clock start. And then the third game to wrap up the weekend series will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That is poked into left field. A can of corn out in left for Wachter. Barely had to move to make that grab. Eagles down to their final 2 outs here in Game 1. Jimmy Brennan, who's drove in 1 of the 2 runs here today for the Eagles off of that sacrifice fly in the 6th inning. Takes the first pitch upstairs. DJ Karen on deck. He's played a very nice left field here today for the Eagles. Big hack there by Brennan. Whiffs on that one, 2-1. The 2-1. Lifted out to right field. Reisdorf is under it and makes the second out here in the bottom of the 9th. Eagles down to their final out. And it will be the left fielder, DJ Karen, who is 1 for 3 on the game to try and keep the Eagles alive. Trailing by 6 runs, 8-2. SNHU. Rivera's on deck. First pitch. Misses outside. The 1-0. Smoked out to left field, trailing back to the wall. And there it goes. See ya. It's a home run. DJ Karen with his 3rd home run of the year. His 11th RBI of the year. And the Eagles within 5. What a shot there by Karen. And it might be all for Parker Lendrum. And that will do it. He's not able to finish the game, but what a start by Lendrum. And we have a call to the bullpen here. Lendrum exits the day with 2 earned runs, 6 hits, and 5 strikeouts. We'll step aside here for this call to the bullpen. The left-hander, Ben Haladin, on the mound here to try and get this last out for the Penmen. DJ Karen just smoked one over the fence in left field to get the Eagles' third run of the game. It's 8-3 Southern New Hampshire. As Haladin is a sophomore left-hander from Balsance Lake, New York. Stands at 6 feet tall. And he'll face Justin Rivera here. Rivera, who had a line drive single to right field in his last at-bat, will dig in here and try and keep the Eagles alive as they are down to their final out. 1 run in the second, 1 run in the sixth, and now 1 in the ninth here for the Eagles, with 6 hits to the Penmen's 13 hits. And Haladin, a sophomore left-hander. He's a business administration major. He's got a brother, Max, 2021 graduate of Burnt Hills Balston Lake High School. He played baseball and soccer for the Spartans in high school. And he tries to get this final out for the Penmen as the third baseman Rivera digs in. 2 down, bottom of the ninth, 8-3 game. SNHU leads it. Trying to get the first of the 3 games set here this weekend. Again, next game will be right after this one, slated for a 4 o'clock first pitch. And that game will be 7 innings as Rivera rolls over, hits it to Wouters, backhand fire in time, and that will do it. SNHU wins it 8-3, and they extend their all-time record against the Eagles 11-0. We got game number 2 coming up next right here on the CACC Network. Don't go anywhere.